Hi there everyone, Nubkeks here, and in today's video I'm going to guide you through the first week of the Scourge Invasion event, the Shadowlands pre-patch event that has finally arrived on the live servers. It was there yesterday for the North American servers, and it hit today on Europe, so we dived in on stream and went through all the stuff that there is to do, and I'm going to guide you through that in this video. To start things off, you should get a quest called an Urgent Request, certainly for Alliance, as soon as you log in, which is what I did. It's going to send you to your capital city. So you'll go over there, you should get some cutscenes and yeah, some follow-up quests to do. One of the first big parts of this quest for Alliance is very simply flying around to different parts around Stormwind and getting guard reports. Nothing too much to it, it's pure filler. Just go talk to all of them and then go and hand it back in afterwards. After that, you're going to be sent to Icecrown to start doing some of the quests over there, where of course the roof of the world's been ripped open with a portal to the Shadowlands. And we also have this blizzard effect happening, where there's this icy weather happening in Icecrown. This does do a tiny bit of damage to you every 10 seconds, but it's like 400 damage every 10 seconds. And I've got 21,000 life, so it really doesn't matter. You can stand near bonfires to make it safe if this affects you leveling, but for the most part, this is just a cool visual thing that you can safely ignore. After arriving here at the Argent Tournament grounds in the northeast of Icecrown, you're going to get a couple of follow-up quests. You just have to kill 12 Scourge and cure 6 Argent Crusaders lying on the ground. So just go and do that. Again, this is pure filler. Just kill stuff and use the quest item to heal 6 of the soldiers. Once that's done, you can pick up 2 more quests. One of them is to collect Scourgestones. We'll talk more about those because they're pretty relevant. But they drop off mobs and they're a farmable item that you can turn in for Argent Commendations, which you can use to buy some gear. I'll come back to that in a little bit. The other quest here was to go to 2 scouting locations, which just gives you a fun little cutscene, and you see some of the Scourge settling into Icecrown. The next part involves securing a foothold. We arrived, there were some Horde had just finished the quest. We murdered them because we're terrible people. You have to plant a flag, an Argent Crusader flag at the quest marker icon, and yeah, then after that you simply have to fight off a few waves of mobs. It's very easy. Takes a while, and then this big giant will spawn. Once you kill the giant, that finishes this part of the quest. As you can see, by the way, the strange Scourgestones quest, my quest log, we're working on that, but you're not really in any rush to finish that. You can keep going on with the quest, the main quest series. You'll finish the Scourgestone quest just as you go. Once you turn in this Advancing the Effort quest, this gives you access to the Icecrown Effort. In other words, the daily quests. So I think there are 4 different daily quests that can drop. For me, there were 2 different daily quests available here today, and then I think the next 2 will be available tomorrow, and then there's going to be a cycle. I'm not sure if it's purely random, if there's a set pattern. It doesn't really matter, but grab your couple of dailies here in the Argent Tournament. These are going to give you Argent Commendations, and yeah, there you are. It's also worth noting there's going to be more dailies available next week, the second and final week of this pre-patch event for Shadowlands. So yeah, there's going to be a few more ways to get Argent Commendations next week, so yeah, you can grind out even more effectively then. The way your Scourgestones works, as you can see here, collect 25 Darkened Scourgestones or 25 Pitch Black Scourgestones, and you can turn those in for some commendations. These are infinitely grindable, right? These drop off the mobs. The Pitch Black Scourgestones, the more rare ones, you get a lot of them off of the rare enemies, which we'll mention in just a minute. So if you want to just grind your heart out and just go crazy and get all of the rewards as quickly as possible, then you can absolutely just go around and kill as many mobs as you want to get those Scourgestones and just turn them in infinitely to get your rewards. You can absolutely do that. What are these rewards that you can get? Well, as you can see here from the vendor, you're going to have a set of gear that is going to drop. This is going to be item level 100 gear, so it's pretty good catch-up gear. And he's also going to give you 2 other rewards as well that you can collect. You can see the Cloth Alliance set there. They're kind of like darker versions of the first Warfront, the Arathi Highlands Warfront. He also gives a Putrid Geist battle pet and an Anti-Doom Broom, which is a 30-second cooldown that cleanses the area of the Scourge's plague, preventing the spread of infection. I believe that Anti-Doom Broom is going to tie into the zombie event. So, I mean, if you don't really care about the armor, then you don't really need any of those commendations, right? You get 20 easily just doing the intro quests. Grab your Putrid Geist, that's what I did. And at that point, I'm pretty good, honestly, with the commendations. But if you do need some gear, if you've got a freshly leveled character, you want to have the best start in Shadowlands possible, then you can absolutely grind that out. Or again, if you really, really like the transmog sets and the particular coloration, you can go and grind them out and, yeah, get that full set. But there really is no question that the most interesting thing that you can do here are the rares. So the way that the rares work is that there are 20 different rares that spawn. They spawn in every 20 minutes, and they're on a set rotation. They always spawn in the exact same order, and each rare has its own set spot, so you can know exactly where to go for the next rare. You can actually use waypoints, plug them into, TomTom. You can plug this into Handy Notes, Rare Scanner. There's lots of different add-ons you can use that will tell you exactly where to go for the next rare. Also, players that I've found were actually very helpful, and they're going to be sharing the new feature in Shadowlands, of course, the map pin location. They'll tell you exactly where to go for the rare. Now, the fun thing about this as well is that once the rare appears on the in-game map, you have about 2 minutes to actually get to that rare where they are there, and this is like a grace period, letting people actually get over to the rare before they activate. So they'll spawn in, and they'll have this really big animation on top of them, so they're easy to see, easy to find, but they're not going to be attackable for 2 minutes. It just lets players gather up, lets them get ready, because once these guys activate, they die fast. They die very, very fast. It takes about, 10 seconds or so for these rares to be killed, at least on this first day, as people are destroying them. So that's definitely something to watch out for. Why are you killing these rares? Well, the reason to do it is, first of all, you can get a whole bunch of these Scourgestones from these rares, so that helps you gathering the commendations. But more importantly, each rare has its own special drop table. I'm not going to go through every single item that can drop from all 20 of these rares, but a couple of the important ones to watch out for are Skadi the Ruthless, actually one of the bosses from Utgard Pinnacle. And funny enough, they haven't fixed this right now. This still works, but he famously has a very, very, very low chance to drop the Reigns of the Blue Proto Drake. Okay, so this is something that you can farm by going into Heroic Utgard Pinnacle, and you can attempt this once per day. Well, this rare, he's going to be spawning now every 6 hours and 40 minutes, and you can just go and kill him and get a chance every single time to get the Reigns of the Blue Proto Drake. So if you don't have that mount, you can absolutely go and farm it. Another rare that's definitely worth farming, I think, is Bronjam. He drops a 34 slot bag. This is the biggest bag you can get in the game. He has a 33% chance to drop it, so 1 in 3 chance you get this bag. It is unique, you can only have one of these. It's bind on pickup as well. But this can be well worth farming out, I think. Just set a timer. You know exactly when he's going to spawn, right? You can track that exact timer. They're spawning on a very fixed rotation, so you can track it. Just log in every time he spawns, kill the rare until you get that bag. That is something that could be well worth doing, because it's a nice little perk to have. The items that the rares drop are, not only they could be a fun way to get some extra little transmog, and you could check them out and see which transmogs you like, but they are item level 110. They've actually been buffed up from what they were on the public test realm, so they're now equal to stuff you can get from normal Nyalotha, the normal raid at the moment. So this can be a nice way, again, to jumpstart your progression into your Shadowlands questing. The final event you can do this week then is mild spoilers. It is the world boss, Nathanos Blightcaller. You can find him in the Eastern Plaguelands. I got the quest to go kill him. Once I had finished the quest in Icecrown, I simply went back to Stormwind. So the guy had given me the quest to go to Icecrown, and he gave me the quest to go kill Nathanos. So yeah, you go over there, you kill Nathanos. There's a world quest on the map as well to help you find him if you're not sure where to go. And he's going to give you some gear. It's not too bad. He drops item level 115 weapons, actually. I believe it's guaranteed whenever you kill him that you will get an item level 115 weapon that matches the Darkshore Warfront appearances. So this can be super valuable. That's equal to Heroic Nyalotha loot. It's pretty damn good. That's Heroic Raid level. So this is a really good way to, again, jumpstart your leveling into the Shadowlands. It's probably a very big power spike for any new characters, any boosted characters, any returning players. I imagine the weapon's very strong, so it's definitely worth killing him. We should be able to kill him next week as well for more loot that he can drop. So yeah, there you go. Go kill Nathanos. And that is all there is to it. There are supposed to be capital city invasions happening in Stormwind and Orgrimmar. Now, I haven't actually seen this yet. It doesn't seem to be active in Europe, at least when I was playing. So I'm not sure if these are active during week 1. I think they're only going to be active for, small periods at a time, just so the capital cities are not totally overrun and it's too much of a pain in the butt for players. But yeah, stay tuned. If you notice people talking about it on your realm, there could be a zombie invasion event in your capital city. It's just for fun. There's no actual tangible rewards that happen from this, but it's just kind of a laugh to go in, turn into a zombie, and start hunting down other players in your city. But that is all there is to do in week 1. So again, just do that intro quest. It takes maybe about an hour to do everything I talked about in this video here on for week 1. Do the intro quest. Do your Icecrown dailies if you care about getting those commendations and getting the rewards. Grab any of the rewards and commendations you can, and then hunt down the rares spawning in Icecrown. Again, the two that I'm interested in personally are Skadi the Ruthless for that blue proto drake, which has eluded my grasp for many, many years, and then Bron Yam, or however you say his name, I don't know, to get that nice 34 slot bag. But yeah, take it fairly chill. Apart from that, that's basically it. It's very easy going. But I will see you next week to check out week 2 of the event and the extra stuff they're going to be adding in there. I'll also try to get footage of the zombie invasion in the capital cities whenever I can to talk about that as well. Let me know, though, what you think of the pre-patch event. Do you like it being relatively small scale, but having some kind of nice rewards, actually? Are you going to be grinding out some catch-up gear on any of your characters? I think it's certainly worthwhile, if you're a fairly casual player, and the gear is a pretty big upgrade. I think it definitely could be worthwhile, to power your character up and just speed up your Shadowlands leveling slightly to make sure that you can get to max level with the limited time that you might have, with life and work and everything, that you can get to max level in Shadowlands, in week 1. And start, earning your Torghast rewards and your renown for your Covenant, etc. I think that could be definitely worthwhile, just investing, half an hour every day to doing this stuff right now. Could have big payoffs. But that's sort of my thoughts on it, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.